This is very time sensitive and very specific to cut the second shot at COVID money to do this. Now, if you want to vote it up or down, vote it up or down, but it will be risking the whole enchilada. That's my
Mr. Mayor.
I'm asking you for your support.
Mr. Mayor, I'm talking about the one that's due when?
August.
About the one that we have to deliver by the 26th, the HVAC.
Yes, well, I'm getting clarity. The one that's due when?
August 15th,
Okay, it's different than,
the CV, but we need to get moving on this one.
okay, okay. That's why I want to make sure that we,
Next year's you're talking. Not this very specific issue. Out of next year's plan, the 5-year plan that's in place.
that's why I started moving forward. We want to make sure that the funds that's coming from the next round, application due when?
The next plan is due August 15th.
The money then will go to the people by following the substantial amendment. We have the right time, we have enough time to do it. That's my point.
The HVAC that's before you.
Yeah, we're not talking about the HVAC. I think we've settled that. Right. Any other questions for Ms. Pickett?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pickett.
I wasn't going to do that hard. But in closing, all I'm saying is this. If the money is for the people, let's give it to the people. Simple.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Marshall. Mr. Tisdale.
Thank you. Just a couple of observations. There's a process with any federal funds, and the process, to my knowledge, has always been followed. There are timetables. And Mr. Glavin and I did sit in on a phone conference. Thank you for inviting us. It was enlightening. It was interesting. There are other uses for federal fund, in this case, these federal funds, not talking about COVID, CDBG. It's easy for me just to call it heebie-jeebie money. I sometimes get the letters mixed up. But there is a process, and that process involves a couple of public hearings. And some of the other council members go to those sometimes. I try and make them. I make them when I can. They're usually, I want to say maybe 2 a year. They're in the spring. It has to do with projects like this. There's a comment period, usually 30 days, so you can make any comments about the plan. It's the public's opportunity to see what's being offered or how these dollars are going to be allocated and spent, and to comment on them. I've been at meetings where I was the only one from the public at that public hearing. I know there was a meeting in the last couple of years where nobody showed up. But these federal funds, and it's not, as Mr. Marshall has pointed out, it's not a small sum. It's several $100,000. Probably in this case, almost $1 million, but that was a special allocation. So I just want to assure everybody of 2 things. Number one, the process that is required was followed. The second thing is, as Mr. Marshall has pointed out, the money is available to help those citizens who live in a low to moderate income area of the city. I think just about every, I'm not quite sure about Ward 7, you probably, so all of us, whatever that amount is in heebie-jeebie dollars that we get, if it's 400,000 or 500,000 next year, we all may have a use for those funds. But again, there are strings, there are certain income restrictions, there are other guidelines that you've got to comply with.
Restrictions too.
Right, ownership and so forth, but it's just, oh good, free money falls from the sky, you can spend it however you like. That's never the case with federal dollars. So anyway, thank you for your comments, Mr. Marshall. It's the only comments I have, Mr. Glavin.
All right, thank you. Mr. Greer?
I got one. Is Ms. Pickett still here? I got 2 questions for you real quick, and you can probably answer them standing right there. Is the city the only entity can apply for these grants? Can a person or an organization apply for these?
MDA, the state gets for authorizing has to go.
Ms. Pickich, I'm going to have to ask you to get a microphone.
Yeah, there's an allocation for the city itself, no other cities except for the size and the parameters that we qualify. So this is an allocation that has been done every year based on our size and the very specifics, I think.
Right, I was just wondering in case if they could put a committee together, but has nothing to do with the city. Can somebody put a committee together to go after some of these GBC buildings?
Organizations can go to the state and apply for block grant funds, but us as an entitlement, everything comes through the city,
Okay, that's all I need.
which is better because we automatically get
anything?
a allocation every year.
You got anything?
Right, so if somebody want to put a committee and go through the state,
anything?
that's something totally different?
If it's a separate 5013 or separate organization from the city, it's not the city of Biloxi. They-
Right, okay, that's all I need, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Can I ask another question, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ms. Pickett, when you say entitlement, why are we entitled?
I think the makeup of our population, and that's how it qualifies through the federal government. I mean, HUD looks at very specific
What do you mean by the makeup? What is he saying?
income levels and housing densities, I think.
What do you mean by income levels?
The low mod qualifications is what
The entitlement is based on the population of the city. So our makeup is how we are, that's just the HUD term that they used over the years.
When you say makeup, what is it? Are you saying that the low to moderate income, people who don't make a lot of money,
right.
50,000.
so they automatically, by right, we're automatically entitled because of our population of people who has a low income or moderate income?
Because overall, the city is not total 51%. But because we are an entitlement based on, it was like 53,000 way back before Katrina, back when all this started.
The income level.
We're classified as an entitlement city.
So it has nothing to do with the income of the people in the community,
It does.
of the city?
It does.
I don't think so.
Doesn't have anything to do with the income of the people in the city, the low income people.
I don't want to answer that because I can't, I don't know. I'll have to verify that.
Ms. Grace, will you step forward, please? If you don't mind, state your name and tell us, what do you do?
My name is Grace Aaron, excuse me, and I'm a consultant for the city of Biloxi and some other cities.
Okay. The question is, the makeup, is that, when you use the term makeup, does that mean people who are low to moderate income?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. When the program first started, they came up with a formula, and I'll just say up front, you no longer can qualify. They've stopped designating new entitlements. So it's limited to the cities that have been designated in the past based on their population. At that time, you had to have 50,000 people or more. And there was several different categories that qualified you. It was not just a percentage of low to moderate income residents. It was not people that just were, your demographics said 30% work in manufacturing. It wasn't something as cut and dried as that. And I've never worked for the federal government. I did used to work for the state government with this program. It was always kind of nebulous what those little factors were. Now, you have people that you know at the federal level, that'd be a great question, because I've never heard the answer. But it does have to do with the population and their incomes, but it's not on the number of households, it's not on the types of jobs, it's not on, at least 20% have to be 30% beneath the average median income. No, sir.
So in other words, so we had 53,000 people, and everybody in here made over $200,000 a year. Would it qualify?
Thank you. No, so there's no new entitlements being designated.
Back in those days, what is
Oh, I couldn't, that's one for your federal friends. I couldn't answer that.
But Grace, there are specifically low mod areas designated within our 7 wards.
Yes, sir.
In pretty much every ward, there's one.
Based on the latest statistics from that HUD provides us. It's not just census numbers, so you can't, I mean, I don't want you to get confused if you go to look at the census online.
Probably have
It's
seen
special HUD census
The low mod
numbers.
areas alone
Right.
in each ward.
Susan has all that stuff put on the website, so it's easy to look at the correct numbers. Yes, sir.
Good?
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. I just want to make one comment on all this, listening into it, and thank you for inviting me on the call with HUD the other day. It answered a few more questions that I had. But to talk about this specific CV, because that's what's on our agenda today, we did table it for a couple of weeks. We did learn some more things. But what is obvious, there was nothing wrong that was done. Could we have done things different? Possibly, but boy, that is a lot of hindsight. I think there was an attempt to make some things happen. We thought that it wasn't going to be approved, like Ms. Pickett said, 33 years of experience in this specialty field, by the way. And another project came before us that they did say, hey, you can do this project. And that's what we're looking at today to make a decision. We'll see where the council votes on that. Talking about purchasing a fire truck with these funds versus using a bond or leasing it or doing some other means of funding, those are decisions we're going to be working through a budget to try to solve, fitting the round peg in the square hole. And sometimes you got to make those decisions, and those block grants serve a purpose by purchasing that fire truck, by improving our fire ratings, by actually allowing us to qualify for possibly additional funding from other sources. And so those are all decisions we're up here have to make. At the same time, we have to, without fear, ask those questions, saying, what about us? You know, are we being, is something being overlooked that might be better than the decision you're making? We're up here, we're big boys, we can take the criticism, and we're prepared to do that. But I think at the end of the day, to a man up here, to a councilman up here, we will always do things in the best interest of Biloxi and the people that we looked in the eye and asked us, trust us, we'll represent you. But, and we'll do our best on doing that. And that concludes my comments. Any other comments? If not, I'll call for the question. All in favor? Opposed?
Abstain?
Motion carries 6 with 1 abstention. Okay, thank you all. Next item, item F.
Resolution granting conditional use approval to authorize a portion of an existing commercial building to be utilized as a restaurant located at 1400 Leggett Drive.
Chair entertain a motion. Mr. Gray?
I'll make a motion.
All right. Moved by Mr. Gray. Do I have a second?
I'll make that second.
Second by Mr. Tisdale. Mr. Gray?
I have a question, Jerry. On here, are they going to do a coffee shop?
Yes, sir.
No kitchen, just a coffee shop? They're not cooking, none of that?
That's correct. That's my understanding. This went through the DRC committee and the AHRC historic review, and what they're wanting to do is to put a little small coffee shop cafe in one corner on the bottom floor of Van Hook Hall. That's the old school that was there. And one exterior change they're going to have to make is to put in a handicap ramp, but all of that has been approved, if subject to the council's approval for the conditional use.
Okay, I don't have a problem with it. I think it'd be great in that area.
Tisdale's next. All right. Thank you, Mr. Gray. Mr. Tisdale?
I have nothing.
Mr. Creel?
Question, no drive-through window, correct?
No, sir.
Anyone else? Any comments? Anyone else? Okay, call for the question. All in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Next item.
Resolution granting conditional use approval to authorize an existing single-family residence as a short-term rental for 153 Briarfield Avenue.
Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Tisdale, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Creel. Mr. Tisdale.
Yeah, Jerry, correct me if I'm wrong, there's short-term rentals to the north, short-term rentals across the street. There are two short-term rental complexes to the south and east of this. This place is literally surrounded with short-term rentals.
We have a total on Briarfield of 38 short-term rentals, including the apartments and then a handful of houses that are there. This house is currently under extensive renovation on the exterior part of it.
There are actually more short-term rentals in this neighborhood than there are residential structures now.
I would agree with that, yes, sir.
I think, okay, that's all, just an observation, thank you.
All right. Mr. Creel,
Nothing further.
anyone have any comments on this item? There being none, call for the question. All in favor of item G? Those opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Next item.
Resolution granting conditional use approval to authorize an existing single-family residence as a short-term rental for 115 St. John Avenue.
Chair entertain a motion. Chair entertain a motion. I'll attempt to move it for discussion if I can get a second. Motion fails for lack of a second. You do it now? Yeah. Motion for the consent agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Tisdale. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Creel. Mr. Tisdale.
Mr. President,
There's a question, go ahead.
before we go to the consent agenda, I've got to leave a little bit early. Could we go into executive session on that matter now?
Can I have a withdrawal of the second and the first, and then we'll entertain a motion? Withdraw your second.
Withdraw.
I withdraw my motion.
And Mr. Tisdale withdraws his motion for the moment. All right, give me a second here. All right. All right, the chair will entertain a motion that the council go into closed session for the purpose of examining the necessity to go into executive session to discuss a dispute.
Litigation with Mason LLC.
All right, litigation with Mason, whatever.
LLC, yeah.
Yep. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Tisdale.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Creel. All in favor? Motion carries. Chair will entertain a motion that the council conclude the closed session and reconvene as an open meeting.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Tisdale. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Creel. All in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. Motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Tisdale. Seconded by Mr. Creel. All in favor? We're in executive session.
Hi, Bo. Councilman, everything good? You gonna work it out? Absolutely. Time is somebody else, I talked with Allison. That's MPDD too, you know? Yeah. What was, what were we getting?
Give me one too. Give me a water when you go. And our family should have done that before. While you're occupied.
Yeah, well, you got that right.
Got a lot of people.
Coming out of the executive session.
Yeah, we're gonna make a motion, make a statement.
Okay. The chair entertain a motion for the council to conclude the executive session. Moved. Reconvene in an open meeting. We have a motion by Mr. Tisdale.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Creel. I'd just like to add that no action was taken. All in favor? Those opposed? Those opposed? Motion carries 6-0. Mr. Marshall out of the room.
Been kidnapped.
All right. Chair will now entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Tisdale.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Creel. Mr. Tisdale.
Okay, bear with me. Kenny, you may know this on item F, which is request of the county to help with the repair of Jake Husley Road. Are there city funds to be used in that, or?
There'll be none, if very little city funds will be used for it.
Okay.
I have discussed this with the supervisor, Nathan Barrett. He's had his road crew come out and look at this, and he has agreed to pay for most, if not all, of the paving of these 3 small roads.
Gotcha, thank you. And usually they'll say something about the cost, and,
Yeah.
but anyway, it wasn't split that way. Question for Christie, if she's still out there? If she's not lurking outside in the hall?
Lurking in the back.
On item I, this is Bellevue Lift Station, so this, full and final payment, so this project is now closed?
Yes, it is closed. It is
Thank
complete.
you, okay. Question on item K. This is subscription to employee access for enterprise ERP software from Tyler. It's an employee portal available to employees over secure internet connection. There's some remote training involved, software recurring fee, estimated 5% price increase each year. Can somebody fill me in on this, exactly why we need it, what we're doing, what does it do for us?
One of the biggest things that this will do for us is it'll allow us to actually accept employment applications online, which we believe will give us a better job pool. It will also give employees access so that we can confirm all of our W-2 information, do our registrations for our insurance, all of that stuff.
Are we worried about internet security? Has somebody from IT looked at this, Jim?
Absolutely. It has gone through IT. It's a Tyler product. It operates with the same security that Munis does.
So can I, if I'm an employee, can I access my information through this portal from home?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you will be able to.
Or would you have to be on basically the city's wire, the city's network?
I'm not sure on that.
The reason I ask that question is anytime you're letting me access it from home, usually that involves a virtual private network, and then you have security issues. That's why I asked if the tech people had been asked about that. I'm not sure if we need this or not. I have a question just about the security right now, so that's where I am on this, Rachel. Thank you so much for explaining that.
Councilman Tisdale.
Yes, sir.
This has been through Shane from our IT department. Everything has been clarified through that. We are having issues as far as on our jobs, and we discussed that in the last budget. This is going to allow us to get up to date of how everyone is accepting job applications instead of the paperwork shuffle that we've been doing. So that's what we're doing here at this point in time, is moving forward with Progress and the way in which Biloxi is able to utilize their employees and get future employees from there.
Right, so any concerns by IT have been allayed or reduced? They're good with it. And I noticed that we have remote training, I guess 16 folks at $200 each, so I'm assuming there would be some online training for whoever's going to be using this software, most likely whoever's in HR, maybe some folks at the admin level here. And I'm assuming that portal is going to give whoever has the access rights would be able to go through and look at all this information on each of the employees. It's employee-related information, right?
I would think, based on the application software, especially with Tyler, that they'll give you profiles on what you have read, write, or, rewrite and delete access and that sort of thing.
Okay, so we've got remote training. There's a cost of $3,200. The software recurring fee is $4,900. So there'd be a total of $8,100 for this year. I'm not sure if it reads that in the resolution. I think it just refers to the $4,900. I don't have it in front of me, but that's a note that I have.
Training is in the resolution.
Okay. So.
You should check it.
Okay, well, we'll come back to it. I just need to know what the cost is. Okay, that helps me a bit. A lot. Thank you. Mr. Shoemaker again, it sounds like the road repair on item M for Dundee Wood Road. I never knew there was a Dundee Wood named after the Dundee Wood family. Just say yeah.
Yes,
okay,
it's
good.
in Australia.
Good guess. So do we know if there are any city funds there?
It's paying 100% by the county, Harrison County.
Okay, well, I need to get to know that guy. Thank you. All right, and that's what I figured. I just wanted to be sure. City Works is item O. We're renewing that, I think. Does only Public Works use City Works, or do other departments?
Other departments.
Other departments, okay, thank you. And let's see. On item X, payment to the Seafood Museum for slip rental during the Billfish Classic. So we're basically writing a check to the Seafood Museum for using some of their slips for about $3,200.
I think that would offset some of the
Right. I mean, we do stuff like this. Was there any other compensation, either to boat owners or anything, or that was a total?
That was the total.
That was a total thing, okay.
We moved 3 boats.
Right.
We paid $1.25 a foot
Right.
at the schooner pier for these 3 boats.
Right.
We got $3 a foot a day for the tournament rate.
Sure. No, I know we do that. Right, and I know that's in the rent, that's in the berth rental agreement and everything. I was just wondering, those were the only cost, that's the only cost associated with moving those boats. There wasn't any compensation to the boat owners or?
Other ones, we did a credit for the days that they were out based upon their rent.
To the boat owners, right? So they got a credit, okay. Give me just a minute. Let's see. And that's all I have, thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Tisdale.
Rachel.
Mr. Creel.
Just regarding V, just to kind of clarify that real quick, the mayor is showing his commitment to our Mardi Gras crews, letting them know that we're going to waive equipment rental for 2026 until we can get a better handle on, A, the equipment we do have,
get a schedule of that and associated fee to it for the future seasons of Mardi Gras. The equipment will be waived for 2026 going forward, so just clarify that. And the only other thing I had was on AA, just brought up the Sanger. I just wanted to question to see if we could schedule that tour. Just a tour of the Sanger, if we could just get a heads up and go through it so we have a lot of people asking for it, so.
Absolutely. Friday's always a good day. Let's schedule.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Shoemaker?
Just one question. Christie, and I'm just curious, what project is that? It's the Point Cadet Shoreline Project?
That's the one that is just south of the Palace Parking Garage, the little spit that goes out there that has the big oak tree. We cleaned all that up. We installed some riprap and a bulkhead to protect that, that little spit of land that's there. And the change order is just to give us more time because the plants are not finished growing.
Okay, that's great, thank you.
Real quick on that, if I could, on that same item. I got some pictures I can forward to you. It needs to be cleaned up from the past weekend, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was perfect, good.
Perfect.
Okay, even better, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Neal. You good, Mr. Marshall?
Yeah, I got one for item J with the punch list for any case. I don't know. Mr. Walt, come on down.
Good case, yeah. Well,
Good afternoon, council.
Good afternoon. A couple questions for you. This is their, this here in their contract, right? Everything be done? They have nothing else left?
No, sir, not necessarily. There's some additional conversations we're having with the administration this week and next week on some items that contractor disagreed with that we need the administration and us to discuss.
these are identified items that need to be done as far as this loan, before we go to the final payment. There's some other things that are not on the punch list that we need to talk about.
Okay, because I've been getting a lot of phone calls on this. 164 Crawford, the guy said that they took up his, when they took up the sidewalk, they took up his apron going in his driveways. They ain't put them back. Just different water meter valves and stuff like that. The boxes are not on grade, things like that. I mean,
Yes, sir. We have both service requests, which is when the citizens call in and say that they've got an issue in the project area, plus we have our own inspectors making note of like the broken water meter boxes and things of that nature. So there's multiple concerns that we've brought up to the contractor, and for one reason or another, we've got to have further discussions with our administration on to address it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like I say, right there, the old VFW property or whatever, all the trash, all the piles of dirt, and they still got some manhole covers and old pipes and stuff, I mean, we don't want to have to fix somebody else's stuff, clean up after them, we paid them to do it.
Yes, sir, and you can see it's a pretty extensive punch list developed. Our inspectors went through very closely, and there's some further conversations that needs to be had.
Okay, so we're not closing out their contract?
No, sir. The final payment will be the final payment. It's not coming up. It won't be coming up anytime yet.
Okay. All right, that's all I had.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tisdale.
Yeah, and going back to item K, Rachel, in the resolution, it only mentions $4,900 for the software. But then on the agreement, which is Exhibit A, the total contract is $8,100 because they're adding that $3,200 in terms, right, for training. So should this be for $8,100 then total per the contract?
You want to amend it, Mr. Tisdale?
Yeah, I think we should amend it so that it shows the contract total in Exhibit A of $8,100 instead of $4,900.
All right, there's a proposed amendment. Do I
oversight.
have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Shoemaker. All in favor of the amendment? Those opposed? Motion carries. All right, any other discussion on the consent?
Yes, I do.
All right, Mr. Marshall.
Item FF.
FF.
F,
For FOFO, yeah. It's actually for FOFO, yeah. Yeah, right for FOFO. How much we spent on that building?
that's 60,000. Item F, that's mine. Item
Was that what we need to? FF? Public Works.
yeah.
Total spent $2,514,259.36.
Okay, where do those funds come from? I'm new to this.
They're bond funds.
2025, we borrowed the money at 2025 bond.
Bond funds.
24.
Okay. Okay, so we are capable of doing those type of things, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Appreciate you, sir.
We got a little bit more to go. We got lighting, but this is another budget, right? Underneath the overhang.
That it? Yeah. Okay. All right, there being no other questions, I'll call for an approval of the consent agenda, and then I'll ask for any exceptions. All in favor of the consent? Those opposed? Motion carries, starting with Mr. Gray. Any exceptions? Mr. Gray, you sure? There was one you requested. All right. Mr. Marshall? Mr. Nail?
I'm good.
Mr. Creel?
All good.
Mr. Tisdale?
I'm good.
Mr. Shoemaker?
No exceptions.
And I am good. No exceptions. We'll go ahead and open up code enforcement hearings.
Item A, Than Van Tran, 274 3rd Street. That case has been resolved. Item B, Roger H. Wynn and Han C. Lee, 172 Rossetti Street. That case has been resolved. Item C, Ronnie Joseph Caballero, 179 Maple Street. That case has been resolved. Item D, Ancillary Capital LLC, 12687 Lorraine Road. This property is still in violation.
Anyone here to speak on behalf of Ancillary Capital LLC, 12687 Lorraine Road? There being no one, this case is closed.
Item E, MAS Limited LLC, 2200 Beach Boulevard. That property is still in violation.
Anyone here to speak on behalf of MAS Limited LLC, 2200 Beach Boulevard? There being no one, this case is closed.
Item F, Broadwater Development LLP, 2110 Beach Boulevard. That case has been resolved. This is on Broadwater. This is the lot that's at the west end of Southern Avenue and Greater Avenue. It's a separate lot, so we cited them on that, and they cut it, so it's been resolved. Okay. Item G, Han C. Lee and Roger H. Wynn, 393 Clay Street. That case has been resolved. Item H, Classic Designs LLC, 392 Shell Street. That case has been resolved. Item I, Harry J. Mouse Sr., 0 Moran Alley. That case has been resolved. Item J, Minnie Tanner, 235 Holly Street. That case has been resolved. Item K, Ha M Vu, 320 William Street. That case has been resolved. Item L, Tot to Me Goose LLC, 360 Cruces Street. That case has been resolved. Item M, Felix Fernandez, 957 Rustwood Drive. This property is still in violation.
Anyone here to speak on behalf of Felix Fernandez, 957 Russwood Drive? There being no one, this case is closed.
Item N, Robert M. Newton II, 10661 North Oakcrest Drive. This property is still in violation.
Anyone here to speak on behalf of Robert M. Newton II, 10661 North Oakcrest Drive? Being no one, this case is closed.
Item O, Henry Mancini, 344 East Drive. This property is still in violation.
Anyone here to speak on behalf of Henry Mancini, 344 East Drive? There being no one, this case is closed.
Item P, Robert B. Rippey and Mary J. Bauer, 159 Acacia Avenue. That case has been resolved. Item Q, Laura B. and David Wong, 861 T Street. That case has been resolved.
All right, I just got to ask, is there anyone here to speak on behalf of Tot To Me Goose LLC? All right, I just had to ask. All right, these are closed. We'll move on. Routine, do I have a motion on the routine agenda?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Tisdale. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Creel. Mr. Tisdale.
I'm speechless.
All right.
I concur.
Anything? Walt, you got anything on the routine?
Good old man thing.
Thank you for asking, President Glavin. There's nothing in the pipeline at this minute, but what y'all approved just now on 5P as in Paul, that's a reconciliation change order for $822,000. That's monies that we paid out to the contractor, and the state agency MEMA is waiting for a change order to the contract for everyone agrees that those quantities are true and correct. So we will have that funding come to us next month, along with some of the funds that was approved on the docket for pay apps and various invoices. So August should be a banner year, banner month.
All right, thank you. No other questions? Thank you. Motion to adjourn? No, we just go right into, what? Vote on the routine. All in favor of the routine? Those opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Now we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Tisdale, seconded by Mr. Shoemaker. Any discussion? All in favor? Those opposed? Regular meeting is closed.